Hey folks, welcome back to Military Forces Unleashed. Today we're zeroing in on a uniquely Brazilian chapter in modern air power, the Gripen E, F-39E, in service with the Brazilian Air Force, known locally as FAB. We'll dissect the jet's specs, its troubled timeline, the local production program, and the strategic gains and glitches for Brazil. Expect crisp facts, razor-sharp insight, and just enough sarcasm to keep things interesting. Imagine a supersonic fighter assembled in Brazil, sharing encrypted data with bombers and AWACS mid-flight, able to operate from rudimentary runways, and costing a fraction of high-end jets. Sounds awesome, until you learn about delivery delays, pilot shortages, and expert dependencies. Let's see how that underdog narrative plays out with a Brazilian twist. The F-39E Gripen measures 15.2 meters long with an 8.6 meter wingspan and weighs up to 16.5 tons when fully loaded. It's powered by a single GE F414 GE39E engine producing about 98 kilonewtons of thrust with afterburner. Armed with a 27mm Mauser BK-27 cannon and 10 hardpoints, it carries a mix of Iris-T and Meteor air-to-air missiles, smart bombs, and anti-ship RBS-15s. On the tech side, the Gripen E boasts the Raven ES-05A AESA radar, Skyward G IRST, and a futuristic wide-area display system developed locally. Add Link BR2, Brazil's encrypted data link, and you get a fighter that's not just flying, but talking, sharing, and syncing in real time. On paper, Brazil hit the jackpot. Local production of components, system integration, and even export potential across Latin America. Embraer became the first company outside Sweden to assemble Gripens. But here's the catch: ramping up a fighter jet assembly line isn't like putting together IKEA furniture. Delays in component manufacturing, software integration hiccups, and regulatory hurdles have turned what was supposed to be industrial independence into a case study in defense sector growing pains. And let's not forget, the engine is American, so if Uncle Sam says no exports, the whole autonomy narrative takes a hit. Now, let's be fair, the F-39E is cheap to fly, roughly $5,000 to $6,000 per flight hour compared to F-35's $35,000 plus tab. It's agile, networked, and was designed for quick turnaround, under 10 minutes to rearm and refuel. That's great for the kind of dispersed, fast-response warfare Brazil envisions. But then there's the pilot shortage. The training pipeline isn't producing fast enough, and the local assembly delays mean many of the pilots trained abroad don't yet have aircraft to fly at home. Meanwhile, squadrons wait, and the clock keeps ticking. So, let's zoom out. From a strategic angle, Gripen E gives Brazil a credible 4th-gen plus platform with advanced networking, decent survivability, and modular design for upgrades. But it's not stealthy. It's still reliant on U.S. export approvals, and Brazil's ability to deploy these jets in numbers remains limited. It's a classic middle power dilemma. Enough tech to matter, not enough autonomy to ignore the big players' rules. Critics argue Brazil would have been better off scaling the deal down or accelerating deliveries, even if that meant fewer airframes. Others defend the long game. Build now, dominate the skies later. Who's right? Jury's still out. Let's call it what it is. The F-39E program is a bold, risky, ambitious move. For Brazil, it's not just about jets. It's about self-reliance, regional status, and building an aerospace ecosystem. Has it worked? Kinda. It's a work in progress, filled with promise, frustration, and the kind of geopolitical nuance that makes military procurement such a mess. One thing's clear: the Gripen is flying, the line is open, and the FAB is betting that in 5 years all this patience will pay off. Until then, we've got a shiny jet, a long to-do list, and a lot of eyes watching. If you enjoyed this rapid review of Brazil's Gripen gamble, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Is this the fighter of the future, or just a very expensive lesson in patience? And what other fab program should we break down next? Let's keep the conversation flying.